Hey guys, hope you're good, because I'm good, and hope you're good, and we can all be good together. Welcome back to another video. Welcome back to Abraham's Garage. Today I got a new car for you that I'm going to be reviewing. It's a Range Rover Evoque R Dynamic, and I'm going to be going through the features and functions of the car. So stay with me and let's go through the features and functions. Also, if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe, and if you like the video, give me that thumbs up. Let's go and check it out. Okay, starting with the front of the car, we can see this aggressive look. And this is the R Dynamic package, so we can see the blacked out badges all across the car, blacked out chrome as well. So everything being black and the car being black, it's a very aggressive look. Going on to the side, we have a very aggressive light. Everything of course is LED and white. Coming on to the side, 21-inch rim in the front and in the back, and on the bottom we have the R Dynamic logo stating that this one is R Dynamic, which is basically saying it's sport. Coming up, what I really like about it is the side lines on here and the hood lines right here. Very sport, makes it aggressive. So having these, I could really tell you're driving an expensive car and also a sports car as well. One thing you can notice, once you unlock the vehicle, the handles pop out like this, as you can see. So then you can grab it and easily open it. Very cool and futuristic look, and a cool feature to have. Also, it's easy to use, so you don't have to push in on one side to be able to pull it out. You can just put it in and open the door like that. Here's a view of the car from the side profile, looking very nice and sharp. Again, even having the black rims, everything you see on this car is blacked out. So black on black on black, this is your thing, and you want to look sporty, this is very nice. Alright guys, this is the look of the back of the vehicle. Even the logos of it are blacked out, so everything you see on this car, like I mentioned before, is all blacked out. Very aggressive look to the back. If you look even on the bottom, we don't even see fake exhaust. You see the real exhaust coming up from the bottom, so they're not even trying to hide that with fake tips. This is actually good, because nowadays what you see a lot is just fake exhaust tips with exhaust coming out. What Range Rover knew that people were onto that, and what they did is they just took the exhaust and put it off from the bottom. Very good. And then this is another look of the car for the 3/4 from the back side. As you can see, everything's blacked out. Alright guys, so let's go on the inside and let's see what it's got to offer. Alright guys, so let's go turn on the power of the car, see what it's got to offer. Obviously it has the push button start right here, and once we turn on the auxiliary, you can see that the infotainment system comes up, and then it's ready to be used for a touch. Alright guys, so starting from the gauges, everything's all digital. You are able to change what is in the middle, but the surrounding is always staying the same, but it's all digital, so once the car is turned off, it's just a full screen. Coming onto your steering wheel, on this side we have some buttons. Everything again on these are touch sensitive. You can press them in. So on this side, what we have, the controls for your radio volume and then seek. On this side we have the phone button, and then over here we have the voice command button. So this one here is the optional button. You can actually go through it and configure it to be whatever you like, so just press that and then that feature will be available. Moving on to this side, this would be your cruise control system and your heated steering wheel, your lane keeping button, and everything again to increase and decrease your speed related to your cruise control button. Also, something that is available on this car, being a luxury sports car, is the adaptive cruise control system. That being said, once it's set, it will keep the distance between you and the car in front of you, so it would brake as they're braking, and it would also speed up as they're speeding up, avoiding collisions and making it easier to drive. Okay, something else that comes with this car is with the R Dynamic, it comes with sport paddles. So once you put the car in sports mode and manual mode, you're able to use these paddles to shift. They're steering wheel mounted and they feel very luxury. Coming down next, on the knob, on the left knob, we have everything to control your headlights and your fog lights and your high beams and your turn signals. And then this one right here, it would control everything for your windshield washer, fluid, wipers, front and back. On Range Rovers and on this car particularly, these are separated on two knobs, left and right. Some cars, these things are together, but this one, it's very nicely separated. Alright guys, so starting from this side, we have the window controls, everything obviously all automatic. Then coming up over here, we have your mirror controls, left and right, and then over here is the central lock. There's a button up here that once I open the door, the light comes on, and basically what that is your blind spot monitoring system. But once the car is in a stop position, and this will just tell you if there's a pedestrian or bike coming by, just so you don't open the door and hit them. Very good feature to have, and not available on many cars. Alright guys, so moving back to the middle center console of the car, what's very nice is we have two screens, full touch sensitive, that we can use to control the car. I'm going to go through the first screen and go through some of the features and show you how it works. So first we have the home button. When we pressed, you can customize this with different pages. Once you press it again, you come back, so you have on your first page as you like, navigation, media, phone. You can obviously change that. Going next would be the settings button, where it would change some of the angles for the screen. Pressing this would take the screen back and forth, so depending on the seating position and the viewing position that you like. Select display theme, you can change the theme, the brightness, and then you can go here for audio settings and all other settings. Very easy to navigate and self-explanatory. You're not gonna have a hard time locating things with this car. This button is your navigation, pulls up the navigation. Obviously you can change different things about it. Next button is your phone, so you can use this and touch different numbers, contacts, recents. Going next, so this one would be everything connected to your phone, about your media controls, different type of Bluetooth connectivity. Next one is the Bluetooth itself. You can use this to pair your phone, add new devices, forget devices. Next button is your camera feature, if you just like to have it on to take a look at what's behind you. So you have different views. If you want to press it on one more time, it would give you a different view of the rear view camera. Next one would be your parking sensors. And then the next one, this one has auto parallel park. The last button you can see, you can press that, and if you're in a position where the car can parallel park for you, it would do that. Now pressing the back button, going back, and then going back to home. And this way, once you're in home, you can have access to multiple different menus, a touch of a finger. Again, this is fully customizable. Moving down, we have the screens with everything that is related to your climate control. So pressing the first one, we have the climate control. You can turn it on and off. You can have it sync. You have the ion button, where basically it would help you in a situation where there's pollen. It will take out the stuff from inside of the cabin and ionize the interior of the cabin. Next thing, we're going to the seats. We have the heated and cooled seats. We can turn it on. You can see we have heated and cooled, so this button automatically turns into heated and cooled, and then we can turn it and off, and then for cooled seats, turn it on. So very cool feature to have. So pressing the middle one, it goes on Bluetooth as well. So if you have navigation on the top, it will give you the options and controls of the audio and stereo on the bottom, so you can run both of them at the same time. Okay, next we go to vehicle. This is one of my favorites because you have different modes with the vehicle, starting with dynamic program, eco, comfort, snow, mud, and sand. So everything, this car obviously being an SUV, it is a luxury SUV, so some people might not take it off the road. But again, if you do like luxury and if you like off-roading, this car has all the features and the buttons. And something to know is that the programming of it is very good. So if you do keep the car, if you do take the car off-roading to sand, the way that Range Rover programmed it, it would really be able to move around and not get stuck. Alright, and the last button we press is the setting button, and again, this one would be the setting for the display and the climate controlled. Coming down, there are a couple different buttons that always stay. So you have the AC, you have the front and the rear defrost, the button that keeps the air inside of the car, and the fan speed. You have dual zone climate control, controlled with these two knobs, one on your driver and one on your passenger. Very easy to maneuver and work. Right in the middle, you have the volume control button for your stereo. So this would control the volume from the middle for the passengers. You also do have another one for the driver on the steering wheel. Coming down, you have AC max, defrost max, traction control off, and low speed control system. Okay, so here's the view of the shifter. Easy to maneuver. You can put the button on the back, press it, push it in for drive, normal, reverse, and then put it over for sports. So we're just gonna go and show reverse. Putting it in reverse, your backup camera comes, and something very cool, both of your mirrors fold down. So you have your driver mirror folding down and you have your passenger mirror folding down. This is an uncommon feature because usually the passenger mirror only comes down. Now if you put it to drive, I just want to display to you what happens. We put it over to the left, and this is sports mode, and you do see S1 on your instrument cluster saying that this is in sports. All right guys, so just to show you a little bit what the instrument cluster is capable of, I'm gonna go into the menu and press the button. So you're coming down here, right in the middle is the menu. Once pressed, as you can see, this changes from what it used to be. Now it looks different. It's like a trigger where it could be going up and down to select between different menus. Going back into your menu, we can go through various things. If we have display, we have vehicle settings, we have vehicle information for all your warning systems, alarm VIN number if you need. We have the phone menu, we have the media source menu, we have the drive assist menu where collision avoidance, lane keeping, steering, speed limit awareness, drive condition monitoring is shown. We have trip. We have display where you can change what you want to put in the middle. So for instance, if we go into info panel, right now it's selected on map, we can have media. So if we put media and then we come back up, go back, you have media. Right now obviously media is not showing anything because we're not playing anything, but going back, we can always change this to different things. Again, everything easy to control, and once you change menus, your buttons change with it. So you can use these buttons to navigate through very easily. Alright guys, so with this trim, getting the art dynamic, you get the Scottish leather, which basically means it is good looking, and quality wise, it is one of the best in the business. Something cool also with the art dynamic is under your mirror you have logos. So once the door opens up, you can see the shape of the car display on the ground. Very cool feature to have. Something else is that this car has a full moonroof, so you have light coming inside of the cabin, very large, and it's very good to have. Alright guys, so something very cool about this car is that this is the mirror, but then once you press it, it turns into a camera. So now you can see that everything coming behind us, it's basically camera displaying it on the mirror. It's very cool and very useful feature to have. And then if you were to press it again, it goes back to mirror and then camera. Alright guys, so we're just gonna be driving the car at nighttime. This is the interior look of the car. Everything very nice. Everything all light up. Something I noticed within the car is that there is no wind noise that's driving higher speeds in the highway. This is good. You would expect this from a car that is luxury, but unfortunately it is not common in many cars. But one thing I could tell you is while driving this car, I do hear the engine noise. Of course I don't hear any exhaust because it's not supposed to be performance exhaust, but one thing I'm very happy about is the wind noise that I'm not hearing as driving in the highway. Again, once you put the car in sports dynamic mode, you can see the gauges turn red and you can feel everything in the car. The suspension stiffens, the gears changes are faster and crisper, and the RPMs held longer. Alright guys, well there's the review of the Range Rover Evoque R Dynamic. Hope you liked it, hope you enjoyed it, hope you learned a thing or two about it. If you own this car, comment down below about what you like about it, what you don't like about it. And also if you have any other questions, you can comment down below. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe, and if you've enjoyed the video, put that thumbs up. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you soon in my next video. Have a good one.